Hey YouTube, sorry my video was frozen at the beginning. As usual, it's Cherise here again, and I have a first impressions video for you. If you saw the 5 videos I uploaded yesterday, you would see one where I did like a mini haul from Too Faced and Shea Moisture. And what I hauled from Too Faced is the Born This Way foundation in the shade Mahogany, which I believe is their deepest shade. So we're going to do a first impressions on this foundation today. I'm just going to get in real close so you can see the packaging. So we're going to go ahead and do first impressions. I cleansed my skin and prime/moisturized with my Cover FX mattifying primer with acne treatment. That's been kind of my regimen this year actually. So let's go ahead and take out the foundation. Comes in a nice frosted glass bottle like this. Shade Mahogany. Really, really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and read the box to you guys again. So this foundation is infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. And this oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant, they'll think you were born this way. So there's a tip. It says, tip for I woke up like this perfection. Apply from the center of the face outward and blend. Build to full coverage by layering as needed. It's supposed to be a medium to full coverage foundation. And 100% said, like they interviewed some customers or got customer feedback, 100% of customers said this foundation blurred their imperfections. 98% said the foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect. And 97% said this foundation provided a natural coverage. So we're going to see what this foundation is all about today and probably for the next few days depending on how this goes. So it has a pump, comes like this, a nice cap. There's a little Too Faced engraving on the top, really, really cute, really, really nice packaging, very pretty, yada, yada, yada. This is 1 fluid ounce and it's real glass, so it has some weight to it, which is nice. And I plan to use a brush, and I don't like to start in the center of my face like this suggests. I like to actually start towards the outside of my face and go inward because I need the most coverage on the outsides of my face, as we can all see. The center of my face has less blemishes and less acne spots and scars. So I'm going to apply 1 pump, or not. So that's 1 pump, I think. It's looking a little orange, but we'll see what happens. So I'm not sure if that was 1 full pump because it's the first time this product is ever being used and opened. I'm going to use a flat top brush from BH Cosmetics. Ooh, we're looking very orange today. Oh, well, the coverage is actually really, really good so far. As you can see, I only used that 1 tiny pump and I'm getting pretty good coverage of basically my entire cheek, so that's nice. And the color looked very, very orange at first, but it's actually a really, really good match. So that's encouraging. At first I was like, but as I blend it out, it looks way better. So 1 pump does, that's kind of the coverage you'll get with 1 pump, and I have foundation basically on like 1/4 of my face, well, a little bit over 1/4, like almost half my face. So we are going to add 1 pump to the forehead area. Oh, there we go. This pump was bigger on my forehead, as you can see. And I'm going to use this to disperse the product and spread it out. and kind of finish up this side and do my entire forehead. So I'm thinking 2 pumps could probably do your whole face with a nice, pretty good, decent medium coverage. I don't know what the finish of this foundation is supposed to be. It doesn't say on the box. It just says it's supposed to have a natural finish to it. The texture is, it's not super liquidy. It's actually pretty creamy, but not heavy, which I like. I prefer this kind of texture in a foundation. So far, so good. And to me, it looks like it has like a satin type of finish to it. So as you can see, I have this side basically has 1 layer, and then my forehead, I got basically all my forehead done. So I still need to do this cheek, and just for a color comparison, you can see that it matches my natural skin tone pretty well. It's just slightly on the orange side compared to my natural skin, like just a little bit, which I'm not mad at. It actually looks really, really, really good. And I'm gonna probably do 2 layers because I want full coverage today. Wow, that pump seemed like it was even bigger than the other pump. You see, that's 1 full pump right there. Same process. Yeah, it starts off looking orange, but then kind of like sets not orange. I definitely like using a brush with this foundation. I don't think I would like it with a sponge. I don't know, I've just been very into brushes lately when it comes to my foundation. I feel like I get more coverage that way. And I'm being careful around the hairline. Don't want to disrupt it too much. Alright, so that is basically, that first pump doesn't really count. So we'll say 2 full pumps applied to my face. I can still see my imperfections showing through just a little bit, barely. So it gives a nice medium coverage with 1 layer. So now what I'm going to do is, I think, take 1 more pump. I'm trying to debate where I want to put it. I'm going to take 1 more pump, put it right in the center of my forehead, and then take it and distribute it to the places that I could use a little bit more coverage. So there goes 1 more full pump. Oops, got some of it on the pump. So there's 1 full pump. Then, like I said, I'm going to take it and distribute it where I could use more coverage. And I'm just going to pat it into the skin this time to build up the coverage. So I get 2 layers. So we can really test it out. So far, I'm really loving the finish, and I'm loving the way it's making my skin look. Doing the same thing again, going to the other side that doesn't need as much coverage. The left side of my face has less scarring and is like basically acne free right now. But the right side, not so much. And making sure to go over the forehead area and into the hairline some more. And I'm just dabbing this time. I'm not really sweeping. I'm just dabbing it in or stippling. dabbing, pouncing, whatever word you would like to use. And then I'm doing really small, like circular motions just to blend. In some areas. Really small sweeps. I'm wearing a turtleneck today, so that makes things a little tricky. All right. So that's it applied without powder, not setting it. And I like the way it looks not being set yet, but because I have oily skin, I am going to set this foundation. But so far, I really, really do like it. I really, really do like it. I like the color. I like the finish. It does transfer as of right now. I don't know if it's fully set yet. But yeah, it definitely looks really, 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 really good. On the skin. So let's go ahead and set this. And let's use our Black Radiance Bronze Glow is the shade. This is just their pressed powder. I really do like their pressed powder a lot. So let me just get a powder brush. I'm just using an e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm just taking this Black Radiance powder all on the brush, and we're just gonna press this into the foundation, into the skin. And this powder will make it a little bit deeper, a little bit more brown, which I ain't mad at because I am a brown girl. And I like to start towards the center of my face and work my way outward. Because the center of my face is where I get most oily. But I'm kind of doing half with powder so you can see the difference in how the finish changes with powder versus without powder. Making sure to get my eyelid and under the eye really, really well so I don't get any creasing in those areas. And maybe I'll try it without setting it later this week when I don't have as much stuff to do. Like maybe not Friday, not tomorrow because I'm getting my hair braided. Maybe like Sunday or something. I have to work a parade on Saturday. So this is the side that's been set with powder. It still looks just as beautiful and smooth. It is just more matte and just slightly deeper with the Black Radiance powder on top, as you can see, compare. So I'm going to apply powder to the other half. I'm applying this powder quite generously because I do want this to stay all day. It doesn't say whether or not it's a long wearing foundation or not. It doesn't say what the finish should be, but it looks like a satin type of finish, like a skin-like finish to me, which is what they said it should be natural looking, and it does look very natural on the skin. All right, So my first impressions are that I really like this foundation so far. I am sad that this is the darkest shade though, because if you are basically any darker than me, this is probably going to be too light for you. Because I feel like it really matches my skin almost perfectly. It's just slightly orange, like the lightest hint of orange tint to it, but I can live with that because it's not very heavy. But yeah, if you're any darker than me, then they don't have a color for you, which is upsetting. I like the way it feels on the skin. It feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. I like that it's buildable. I like the coverage. If you just wanted to use one pump and one layer, you could get a very natural, almost like tinted moisturizer look to it. I like the packaging. I like that it has a pump. I like the bottle. I think it's cute. I think the box is cute. But I need to see how it wears and how much I have to touch up and just how my skin looks in photography and in natural light. And then I can give you guys a final review probably in the next week or so. Because I'm probably going to wear this like every day for a little while. But this might become one of my new holy grails because I'm really, really, really liking the way it looks on my skin. So that's it set with powder. Ignore my piece of hair right here that's kind of squiggling down. Ooh, that's still attached. Ouch. Okay. I think it looks really, really good, guys. Put my hand up for a comparison to my hand because my hand has no makeup on it. It just has lotion. So far, so good. I'm really excited. So, like I said, I'll have a final review on this foundation in a week or 2 weeks. Before February, I'll have a final review. But this is just a first impression. You guys let me know what you think. That sentence did not come out right at all. But yeah, I'm just going to finish up my face. I might do a tutorial, might not. We'll see. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. And if you have this foundation, let me know what your thoughts are about it, especially if you have combination or oily skin. Again, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.